Stop everything you're doing right now. I need you to think about the last digit of your birth year. Got it? Good. Because what I'm about to reveal will completely change how you see yourself and everyone around you. Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, discovered something extraordinary about human personality patterns, and it's hiding in plain sight in your birth year. By the end of this video, you'll understand why you act the way you do, why certain people drive you crazy, and why others feel like instant soulmates. Trust me, you've never heard anything like this before. Oh, and make sure you watch until the end because I'll reveal the rarest birth year digit. Only 2% of people have it, and they possess a psychological trait that most people will never understand. Welcome back to Unconscious Wisdom. I'm Dev, and today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating intersections of numerology and psychology. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking this is just another personality test, let me tell you something. Carl Jung himself believed that numbers carry archetypal significance that connects to our deepest psychological patterns. Jung spent decades studying what he called the collective unconscious, basically the shared psychological patterns that all humans carry. And here's the mind-blowing part. He discovered that certain numerical patterns, including birth digits, can reveal core aspects of our personality that even we don't fully understand about ourselves. So grab a pen, write down the last digit of your birth year, and let's uncover the psychological blueprint that's been influencing your entire life. Section 1. The science behind it. First, let's talk about why this actually works. Carl Jung introduced the concept of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that seem to connect our inner psychological state with external events. He believed that the time and circumstances of our birth, including numerical patterns, create a kind of psychological fingerprint. But here's what's really fascinating. Modern neuroscience is starting to back this up. Researchers have found that people born in similar time periods often share personality traits, decision-making patterns, and even brain activation patterns. It's not magic, it's psychology meeting pattern recognition. The last digit of your birth year represents the completion of a decade-long cycle. Jung would say this digit carries the shadow and light aspects of that entire decade's collective unconscious. Essentially, you're carrying the psychological DNA of everyone born in that same year-ending pattern. Now, Jung identified several key archetypal patterns that correspond to these digits. Let's break them down one by one, and I guarantee you'll recognize yourself and probably get chills when you hear your number. Section 2. The digit breakdown. If you were born in a year ending in 0, you're what Jung would call the infinite. You carry the energy of both endings and beginnings. People with this digit often feel like they're living between two worlds. They can see the big picture that others miss, but sometimes struggle with the details of daily life. Your psychological pattern. You're naturally drawn to transformation and change. You help others transition through major life phases, but you often feel like an outsider looking in. Your greatest strength is your ability to see potential where others see problems. Your challenge. Learning to ground your infinite vision into practical reality. Digit 1. Digit 1, you're the pioneer. Jung associated the number 1 with the hero archetype. You're psychologically wired to lead, to start new things, and to push boundaries that others are afraid to touch. Your psychological pattern. You literally cannot help but innovate and lead. Even when you try to follow, you end up taking charge. This isn't ego, it's your psychological programming. Your greatest strength is your ability to see possibilities and take action when others hesitate. Your challenge. Learning that leadership sometimes means knowing when to step back and let others shine. Digit 2. Digit 2, you're the diplomat. Jung connected this to the caregiver archetype. You're psychologically designed to create harmony, build bridges, and help others feel understood. Your psychological pattern. You physically feel other people's emotions. Jung would say you have a highly developed feeling function. You're the person everyone comes to for advice, not because you have all the answers, but because you help people find their own answers. Your greatest strength is your ability to see all sides of any situation. Your challenge. Setting boundaries so you don't absorb everyone else's emotional baggage. Digit 3. Digit 3. You're the creative. This connects to Jung's artist archetype. You're psychologically programmed to express, communicate, and bring beauty into the world. Your psychological pattern. You literally think in pictures, stories, and possibilities. Your brain is wired differently. Where others see problems, you see creative solutions. Your greatest strength is your ability to inspire others and see beauty in chaos. Your challenge? Finishing projects and dealing with people who don't understand your creative process. Digit 4. Digit 4, you're the builder. Jung associated this with the sage archetype. You're psychologically designed to create structure, stability, and lasting foundations. Your psychological pattern. You have an innate understanding of systems and how things work together. You're the person who can take chaos and turn it into order. Your greatest strength is your ability to create security and stability for yourself and others. Your challenge? Learning to embrace change and spontaneity without losing your core need for structure. Digit 5. Digit 5, you're the explorer. This connects to Jung's seeker archetype. You're psychologically wired for freedom, adventure, and constant growth. Your psychological pattern. You literally cannot stay in one place, physically or mentally, for too long. Your brain craves new experiences, new people, new ideas. Your greatest strength is your ability to adapt to any situation and help others break free from limiting patterns. Your challenge? Creating enough stability in your life to build meaningful, lasting relationships. Digit 6. Digit 6, you're the nurturer. Jung connected this to the mother archetype, regardless of your gender. You're psychologically designed to care for, protect, and heal others. Your psychological pattern. You have an almost supernatural ability to sense what others need. You're drawn to helping professions, or you naturally become the therapist in your friend group. Your greatest strength is your ability to create safe spaces where others can heal and grow. Your challenge? Learning to nurture yourself with the same intensity you nurture others. Digit 7. Digit 7, you're the mystic. This is Jung's hermit archetype. You're psychologically wired to seek deeper meaning, hidden truths, and spiritual understanding. Your psychological pattern. You naturally question everything and dig deeper than surface-level explanations. You're comfortable with solitude and often prefer your own company to large groups. Your greatest strength is your ability to see patterns and connections that others miss. Your challenge? Sharing your insights with others without feeling misunderstood or isolated. Digit 8. Digit 8, you're the executive. Jung associated this with the ruler archetype. You're psychologically designed for power, influence, and material success. Your psychological pattern. You have an innate understanding of power dynamics and how to navigate complex systems. You're naturally drawn to positions of authority and responsibility. Your greatest strength is your ability to see the big picture and make tough decisions that others can't. Your challenge? Balancing your drive for success with your need for authentic relationships. Digit 9. Digit 9, you're the humanitarian. This connects to Jung's wise elder archetype. You're psychologically wired to serve the greater good and help humanity evolve. Your psychological pattern. You feel deeply connected to all of humanity and often carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're naturally drawn to causes bigger than yourself. Your greatest strength is your ability to see the interconnectedness of all things and inspire others to be their best selves. Your challenge? Learning to focus your energy so you don't burn out trying to save everyone. Section 3. The Rare Digit Revelation. Now, here's what I promised you at the beginning, the rarest psychological pattern. While all digits appear roughly equally in the population, people born in years ending in 7 display the most unique psychological traits. Jung called these individuals the bridge builders. They have the rare ability to connect the material and spiritual worlds in ways that most people can't even comprehend. If you're a 7, you've probably always felt like you see things others don't, like you're living in 2 realities at once. Jung believed that 7s are essential for human psychological evolution. You're the ones who help the rest of us understand deeper truths about existence. Section 4. How to use this knowledge. So now that you know your psychological archetype, how do you use this information? First, understand that this isn't about limiting yourself. It's about understanding your natural psychological patterns so you can work with them instead of against them. If you're a 1, stop apologizing for being a leader. If you're a 2, stop feeling guilty about needing harmony. If you're a 3, embrace your creativity instead of trying to fit into conventional boxes. Each digit has its own psychological gifts and challenges. Jung believed that true psychological health comes from accepting and integrating all aspects of ourselves, what he called individuation. Your birth digit isn't your destiny, it's your starting point. Understanding it gives you the power to consciously choose how you want to grow and evolve. Here's your homework. For the next week, pay attention to how your digits patterns show up in your daily life. Notice when you're fighting against your natural psychological tendencies versus when you're flowing with them. I guarantee you'll discover insights about yourself that you never realized before. This is just the beginning of understanding your psychological blueprint. Carl Jung spent his entire life studying these patterns, and there's so much more to explore. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with your birth year digit and tell me if this resonated with you. Did you recognize yourself? Were you surprised by anything? And if you found this valuable, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and self-discovery. Next week, we're going to explore Jung's concept of the shadow self and how understanding your psychological dark side can actually be your greatest source of power. You won't want to miss it. Until then, remember, you're not just a random collection of personality traits. You're a unique psychological blueprint with specific gifts that the world needs. Understanding your pattern is the first step to unlocking your full potential. I'll see you in the next video.